Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Scrub Supreme, coach of the Florida Dirges, bringing you week 5 of the UNPL. And this week we are playing against the Machesney Park Slowpokes, who are coached by Aprater, and boy do they have a scary team with Walking Wake, Mew, and Great Tusk. Wake and Tusk whom get a boost in the sun, mind you, which we kind of brought Solar Beam on this Sinistra, so we can abuse the free sun. But this week we brought Chien-Pao, Goodra, Sinistra, Ceruledge, Empoleon, and Chien-Pao. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with the Chien-Pao, which we brought the same exact move set as last week. We just made it slightly bulkier in special defense. So we're going to go ahead and see how that goes. After the success of Chien-Pao last week, I figured why not try it again. So good luck to Aprater, and we'll get started with the battle. And he's going to go ahead and lead off with Blueberry the Mew. So we're going to go ahead and start storing up with, we're going to go ahead and start off with a Cosmic Power, get some defenses up, which we learned last week. This thing is a monster. I'm hoping to pull off the exact same thing again, but we'll see how it goes. As he starts off with Toxic Spikes, we're going to go ahead and Calm Mind in case he wants to hit with something special as he goes for the Gunk Shot, which he does a little chunk. We're going to Calm Mind up. And I'm debating right now whether I want to do Terra Fairy now or later, because I'm not 100% sure how much this Gunk Shot's going to do. So you're going to see me cycle on and off Terra for quite a while I make my decision. Because on one hand, I get my weakness policy popped, but I don't know how much damage I'm going to do. But if it misses, we go for the Terra Fairy Cosmic Power. If he goes for Gunk Shot again, I'm kind of hoping it misses or we live it. So that way the next turn we can use Draining Kiss to gain some health back and, you know, start going crazy, which he does land the Gunk Shot, which pops up our weakness policy. On hindsight, I probably should have just went ahead and went with the Draining Kiss and popped my weakness policy, but that's hindsight. What's that going to do me now? But I'm realizing now I kind of have to play for, hope for a Gunk Shot miss to get this Chien-Pao going, which 3 for 3 Gunk Shots, that's good for Aprater. Unfortunately, Chien-Pao is going to go down and not relive the glory that it did, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go. This was a tough one. But I'm going to go ahead and go into Chien-Pao and see. Because I wasn't sure if this thing was Colbur Berry or not. Which, if it was, this Mew does have the potential to really hurt Chien-Pao. So we're going to go ahead and crunch it anyway. Gotta make that risk. And the crunch is going to, he wasn't Colbur Berry. Okay. So the crunch is going to take it down, which makes the playing board a little bit more even. And I believe he's going to go out into the Dusknoir here. The pressure. I'm thinking right now, should I go ahead and go for a crunch, or what's gonna happen. Then I remember his Terra types. But at the time of this recording, I don't quite remember them, but it's fine. But so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into Sinistra. As he opts to go for the Terra, which goes into Terra Fairy. Yep. And he goes ahead and sets up a Trick Room. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Machagotcha as he Poltergeist, which thankfully Sinistra has a little bit of bulk. It's going to live, but barely. And does a good little chunk. Right now I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get around this Fairy Dusknoir, because I didn't bring Steel Move. And I'm also currently right now debating whether I should just go ahead and sack Sinistra here, or should I save it for a future sack, because at this point really isn't much Sinistra can do to anything on his team. But I do end up deciding to go into the Empoleon, because Empoleon is going to be able to wall this thing, but with pressure it's going to make me use up all my roosts real quickly. As he goes for Terra Blast, Empoleon's going to chew it. So he's revealed he is Trick Room, Terra Blast, Poltergeist. I'm going to take this opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks, so anything that comes in could take some chip. Because really, oh, and he goes for the Pain Split, which was an interesting strat. After the game, he did tell me that this set was meant to stall out my Roost turns, which I thought was kind of neat. So for the next several turns, we're kind of going to go ahead and do the same song and dance where I'm either going to Roost or Surf, and he's going to Pain Split until his Trick Room runs out. He Poltergeist, I Roosted, got some HP back. And we did bring Weather Ball on Empoleon to kind of abuse either the sun or the rain, because as you probably saw, we had Rain Dance on Goodra. The Weather Ball I thought would have been a fun strat, especially when Bisharp takes a Fire Weather Ball if it was in the sun, or, you know, just an extra water move for Empoleon to have. I was at this point hurt and kicking myself for not bringing Flash Cannon on Empoleon, because that probably would have helped a lot in this, but it's fine. Right now we are currently playing the Battle of Chips. And it's about now. I'm wishing that I'm wishing Poltergeist, or no, not Poltergeist, Sinistra's Machagotcha burned. But, you know, That's Mons. We don't get lucky when we want to get lucky. Just checking how many turns the Trick Room have been up. I had no idea I'd have this much trouble against a Terra Fairy Dusknoir. He's going to set up his Trick Room again after we hit him up with the Surf. Gradual HP gain. Now I'm expecting the Pain Split, so I figured, you know what would be a great idea? Let's go into a Pokemon with less HP, so I end up gaining a little bit and he loses some. So we go into the Sinistcha. And look at that, we're going to gain a little bit of HP. He's going to get lower. We're going to take it back because poison, but that's fine. Now expecting either the Poltergeist or the Terra Blast. We're going to go back out to Empoleon and hopefully be able to catch it on a Surf to knock it out or whatever, which goes on the Terra Blast. Empoleon's going to chew that, as we've already seen. I'm just checking how many turns this Trick Room are left, which is 2. And I'm anticipating he's probably going to go for another Poltergeist here, so I'm debating, should I click Roost? Because with pressure, I probably got about, what, 2 more uses? Maybe 3? But we go for a Surf instead, hoping to catch him, but it's okay. He goes for the Pain Split. Surf's still going to do a chunk. He's got one more turn of Trick Room. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Chien-Pao. I'm pretty sure it lives anything that it hits as long as it's not a Terra Blast, but he's not going to throw out Terra Blast while Empoleon's on the field. And because knowing after learning his playstyle from this last few turns, he's going to go the next turn. He's going to do Trick Room. So Chien-Pao is a safe bet. Unfortunately for him, the Poltergeist missed, which is going to let us get off a free Ice Spinner, finally taking down the Dusknoir. And solidifying Chien-Pao's second knockout of the game. He's going to go into Great Tusk. And here I'm realizing I'm in a little bit of trouble because I don't have a switch in for Great Tusk if it has Earthquake or Headlong Rush, because Chimecho is down and Chimecho is my Levitate Mon. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Sinistcha. Maybe he goes for a Rapid Spin to get rid of rocks. If he does, That's awesome. Sinister's gonna die to poison anyway here. So it kind of gets me a completely free switch in on the next turn. Which he did go for the rapid spin. And now I'm thinking maybe I can go Goodra and set up Rain to cure myself of poison and Dragon Tail the Great Tusk away. So that way when he brings it back, it takes a little bit more chip. But he is heavy duty boot, so it doesn't really affect it anyway. So, but we are going to get up the Rain to kick off Goodra's hydration to cure myself of poisoning. Goodra was Rain Dance, Rest, which as long as he's in the rain, Goodra's gonna wake up. So it's almost like a free Chesto Berry. But he's gonna go into the Bisharp. As I'm gonna go ahead and Dragon Tail and try and get some chip down on everything that he has. And he's going for Swords Dance, so I figured I was in a great position as long as Dragon Tail hits, which it doesn't. Which it's fine because Goodra still lives at anything that this thing can hit as long as he doesn't crit. So we're gonna go for it again. That Iron Head is going to do a massive chunk to my Goodra. But we do land this second Dragon Tail. Forces the Bisharp out. And is going to bring in the Great Tusk. Which I believe now he's probably going to go and hit me with a Headlong Rush. I'm not gonna live one, so I'm just pressing a button. I have to sack Goodra here to get anything in for free because, like I said, I do not have a switch in for this thing. This thing kind of just OHKOs everything I have. So at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, I probably lose. It's pick your sack. But we're going to Chien-Pao. I'm going to try and get off an Ice Spinner. If he swaps, because at -1 defense, Ice Spinner should kill this thing. If he swaps out, whatever comes out is going to take a Chien-Pao Ice Spinner, which I don't think anything on his team is really going to appreciate that too much. Ashley swaps out to his Ninetales to get his Sun up to boost his Wake and his Tusk. Ninetales is still going to take a Ice Spinner, and oh my damage. At this point I'm thinking, okay, let's just do it again. He's probably going to stay in and Chien-Pao takes down Ninetales, or he swaps out and I still take, something's still going to take damage. As he opts to stay in and let his Ninetales go down. I believe Chien-Pao is now at 3 KOs. I think in the last 5 weeks is the first time my Chien-Pao has popped off like this, so that's kind of exciting. He's going to go back into Great Tusk, which he's Photosynthesis, booster attack. Now it's really playing a game of who am I going to sacrifice? On one hand, I can sacrifice Empoleon, so Ceruledge can hopefully win at the end, because I'm expecting him to go Headlong Rush here. But if I expect him to do Rapid Spin, Ceruledge would have been the swap because Ghost type. But I'm also thinking he's not going to Rapid Spin when I have a Ghost in the back still. So I figured, okay, we're going to go Empoleon because that one, since defenses are weakened, I can go back into Chien-Pao and Ice Spinner him. this was a pretty big debate for me. Because like I wasn't sure if he was going to headlong rush or rapid spin. So I apologize for the long wait, but we ended up going Empoleon, expecting the headlong rush, hoping for the obviously hoping for the defense drop so Chien-Pao can come in and one-shot it. But unfortunately, he does go for the rapid spin, which at +1, this Great Tusk is going to outspeed everything on my team. So I'm thinking, yeah, no, this is definitely a game over. But we're not gonna stop trying until the last mon is down. I'm gonna go ahead and just click anything. I think I go surf because I'm not gonna outspeed this thing. Oh no, sorry, I went with Weather Ball. But it doesn't matter because Empoleon is going to go down here. He is going to get his defense drop. So now we're just going to go ahead and go out into Chien-Pao. Still putting up a fight, even though it's looking pretty bleak, but you know, that's how we go. We're gonna go ahead and hit Ice Spinner. Maybe he goes for Iron Head, which we were not expecting. Chien-Pao is gonna live this and take down the Great Tusk. I'm still thinking this is not really winnable because he still has a Walking Wake. And I don't think I one-shot it with anything. He goes into the Bisharp, and all he has to do is Sucker Punch me here, and then either Bisharp or Walking Wake will finish off Ceruledge. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to, I believe I Ice Spinner here. No, I think I Crunch. Yeah, I Crunch here. As he surprisingly swaps out into Walking Wake. Shout out to Danny. So Walking Wake's going to take a good chunk of damage from this Crunch. And when I say a good chunk, I mean a good chunk. Sucker Punch is going to be able to finish this off here. And Chien-Pao is just popping off. Now with that, he's going to Sucker Punch and take down Chien-Pao here. And Ceruledge is going to be able to finish up this game. You see Sucker Punches, Chien-Pao goes down. We bring up the Ceruledge. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I do bulk up, which, you know, predicting the Sucker Punch, we're going to bulk up to ensure that we live another Sucker Punch, or at least one. And now this turn we go ahead and Bitter Blade for the win. So GG to Aprater. It was a very close game. Very fun. Unfortunately we couldn't get a Chimecho Sweep Part 2, but it's fine. Chien-Pao did pop off this week, so go check out Aprater, sub to him, check out everybody else in the UNPL. And we will see you guys next week.